So my children go to Sunday school, and I have no problem with them going to church and whatever all that stuff. I focus on teaching them how to think so that they don't get into the group think and some of the things that I find wrong with religion, but so that ultimately they choose their own path. And they may decide to go down religion's path, or they may decide to go down my path, or whatever. That's one strength. And I think that's where the wife is coming from, where it's like, yeah, this was wrong and it was tacky, but at the end of the day, we don't even believe in it. So really, they put some water on your child's forehead and said some words, and that has no impact whatsoever on your child because we don't even believe in this stuff. So yes, they violated our trust, but that's the entirety of the story here, folks. Is nothing bigger than that. But if he's anti-religion, which he can be, it's a fair position to be. But if he's anti-religion, he needs to own that. And that would explain why he's so angry. Because he actually sees religion as being harmful, not just being annoying. So that to me would convey why he's now saying, well, we need to go to counseling and they have to have supervised visitation, because he actually views religion as being damaging to his children, right? So he needs to get that straight with himself, because it's like he's really kind of creating drama out of something that may not need to be there. Now, like I said, if his belief is religion is wrong, religion is bad, 100% where he's coming from, I get it. Fight, stand on that stupid molehill that you're on, risk losing everything you put together over this moment because it violates your beliefs. But if you simply are just like not religious, I think he needs to recalibrate and still have the argument, still have the problem, but don't go so far. And I'm pretty sure that's different than what I would have said before.
I don't know where. Yeah, let me just go ahead and do this.
An update. Turns out some of you were right. My wife was in on it. I confronted her a couple of days after I posted, and I directly asked her if she knew that her parents had planned this. She broke down and confessed everything to me. My mother-in-law had been pestering her about baptizing our son nonstop, and my wife finally caved. My wife's been working from home during COVID, while my job requires me to go into the office. My wife and mother-in-law started doing Zoom meetings with my mother-in-law's priest to start the baptism process. They lied to the priest and told him that I was okay with baptizing our son, but I didn't want to be involved. The priest allowed it, and they started doing online baptism classes while I was at work. My wife admitted that she planned it around our anniversary getaway, and my mother-in-law had somehow convinced the priest that her and my father-in-law would be the only ones in attendance. My wife told me that I wasn't supposed to find out, but my mother-in-law couldn't keep her mouth shut for even one day about it. Their intention was to keep this from me permanently. I did contact the church and let them know the truth. I talked with the priest, and he was surprisingly helpful. He said that he would take the proper steps to make sure that my mother-in-law was no longer welcome in their church, and to reach out to the local parish to see what further steps had to be taken. I have yet to hear back from them on that. My wife and mother-in-law are mad that I got her kicked out of her church, but I don't care what they think or feel anymore. These people who I love and trust had betrayed me, and I felt a range of emotions that I didn't know existed. My wife begged for forgiveness, but the fact that she didn't come clean on her own makes me feel that she would have kept this from me unless I confronted her. She's willing to do therapy, counseling, whatever it takes. I don't know if I want to put in that work. I feel like there's no coming back from this. I contacted a divorce lawyer, and I started discussing what a divorce would look like. And if there's any way I can add provisions to a divorce agreement that would keep my in-laws from seeing my son unsupervised. He's been very helpful, but I haven't given him the go-ahead to actually file for divorce yet. I feel that I'm still too angry about the entire thing to think rationally, and I want to give myself some time to fully grasp what a divorce will mean for me and my family. My wife and I aren't talking much. I pretty much go to work, come home to play with my son, go to bed, and repeat. I don't know what the future is going to bring, but I do know that without the support and help from people on Reddit, I don't think that I would have the clarity that I do now.
I
Let me
really
say
don't
this.
like this guy.
No, let me say this real quick, and then I'm gonna hand it over to the ladies of the group so they can get there and say so through. I don't know what I said last year. I honestly don't know what I said last year. I do know 2 years ago. Sorry, 2022. I don't know what I said in 2022. All I know is my answer right now is what I got out of 2023. And what I got out of 2023 is the most dangerous person on the face of the planet when it comes to relationships is somebody who tells you what it is that they really want and then go to any extreme to get what they want. And that is somebody that I cannot deal with. We've already had the story of the woman who said they want another child. You said, no, I do not want another child. So she's ready to go to any extreme, aka poke holes in the condom to get that child. This is a wife who you was on the same page. You was on the same page. You thought you was on the same page, but not only did she change the page that she had, she helped set up for the change. Now we're talking about baptizing right now, but that's my point. We're talking about this subject now. What about later? What if there's something else that the parents or the grandparents want that you disagree with? Not only do I have to fight with the grandparent, now I have to fight with my wife who says, honey, I'm on your side, and you have to second guess yourself going, are you really?
I disagree with you.
I know you would, because I'm talking about myself, because I'm going to be looking over my back every time she says, let's go on vacation. Why? What do you got cooked up? What do you got coming that we've already agreed on that was not going to happen?
Fair question. But before you hand it off, this is where it comes back to something I brought up to you before. It comes across as everything has.
I have to say this real quick. That setup you got looked like you taking a bug shot. So every time you stop moving, it just kills me. It's literally the background of a mug shot other than the numbers on the side. And that hoodie is not helping.
So this is a wall. Normally I have those screens sit behind me, right? But this is like the wall. So what I'm going to, weird tangent, y'all, but like what I want to do, but the business has to pay for these things. I just can't afford to continue to hemorrhage the cash that I've been hemorrhaging. But I'm going to paint this room like a bluish gray. So, and get some wall art and like move out so that you can see more behind me. Like I'm gonna do all of those things. But that's going to come with time and money. So in the meantime, help a brother get rid of the mug shot. I need your help, but not asking for your financial assistance just yet because that's going to be coming down the line here shortly. But yeah, fair call out.
Sorry, go ahead. I just couldn't help myself on that one. Go ahead.
No, but what I was going to say though is it still comes across like everything has to fit your. In this particular case, I'm talking to you, has to fit your dictates, which is similar to the situation I'm picking up with this guy, right? Like, perhaps the reason why she goes behind you is because you don't give her room to have equal say, right? You'll let her say, but that doesn't mean you give her equal say, right? She knows coming in that whatever she says, what you say wins. So when you create that kind of an environment, you are literally creating the environment that people will go around behind you. So I'm saying like he should really look at himself and see what type of household is he running. Like everything he's saying is me, right? Like I said this. This is my stance. You violated it. You said you were with me. I shall now fight all of you.